Weekly Outdoor Plus, a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS, every Sunday from 10:30 to 11 a.m., presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jace Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. Now sit back and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors.
I'd like to show you guys a little bit about a crossbow. The crossbows, a lot of people don't know it, but you can use a crossbow during like the bear season, muzzleloader gun season, the turkey season, anywhere you can use a gun and a bow season, you can combine, you can use a crossbow. And they're trying to legalize it in the state of Wisconsin for the whole state. Everybody can use a crossbow. But as of right now, it isn't passed, but it's really close to being passed. And this one here is just one of our new Mission 320 crossbows. The 320 means it shoots 320 feet per second. It's lightweight. It comes with a package with a scope, quiver, cocker, arrows, made by Matthews. And I'll tell you, if you're not familiar with them, you can come in and try one. It's a lot of fun to shoot. They're very accurate, very fun. I'm going to show you how, this is set at 180 pounds. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to cock and shoot a 180-pound crossbow, where I think just about anybody could do it. You just hook up the cocker, simply pull it up like that. 180 pounds automatically goes into the safety position. Then you load your bolt. Safety's back here, fire safe. Put her on fire. Pretty simple, easy to use, fun to shoot. We're great in ground blinds. If you're hunting deer or turkeys out of ground blind with a shooting rail or shooting stick, they're really awesome. So come in and give one a shot.
Stay tuned for a flashback of Gary shooting at 60 and 80 yards.
Oh my, right into X-ring. First arrow. Unreal.
The Mission crossbow.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety. So stop one time this year and get everything you need, from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Tired of buying a new vacuum every 3 to 4 years? Well, we found your solution at Barber's Shop, your vacuum cleaner and sewing machine headquarters.
Before I invest in a vacuum, I'm going to a barber shop.
And while you're here, take advantage of their scissor and knife sharpening services. With the knowledge to help you find that vacuum or sewing machine you're looking for, why go anywhere but 2400 Church Street in Stevens Point to Barber's Shop? You need parts? We have as complete of a supply of vacuum and sewing machine parts as you could find. So before you invest in a vacuum, see us, because we sell the best and fix the rest. Barber Shop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point.
Welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus, brought to you by Barber Shop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point, where they have the most wide variety of vacuums, sewing machines, and parts you can need, and great service to go along with it. So get your notebooks and pencils out, because it's time for your lesson segment with myself, Jace Hintz, and Weekly Outdoor Plus. Hey guys, this week I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about bow fishing. I've heard a lot of talk about it around town, a lot of it in the shop, a lot of guys setting up bows, a lot of guys at work, and it's that time of season again to get out there and, you know, slay some carp or whatever you're going to be bow fishing no matter where you are. And I want to give you guys some pointers on how to shoot with fingers, how to shoot out of a boat, and, you know, still having the proper form and aiming without a sight, because a lot of people don't have sights on those bows for the reason you don't know how far you're going to be shooting. You know, depth of the water and everything makes a play in this. So just little hints about it. I mean, I'm not a professional at this, but I know a lot of little hints about shooting, 1 with no sight, 2 with fingers, and 3 out of a boat for the different stability you're going to have. So first off, we're going to start just like we talked, you know, from week 1 of this entire deal, was your base. All right, you got to have a nice little bit wider base in a boat, because if your feet are too close together, obviously you're going to be tipping a lot easier. Wider the base, more you spread out your weight, a lot flatter surface, a lot better standing, stable shooting. Next thing, when you're shooting out of a boat, 90% of your shots are going to be shooting down at the ground. So again, we talked about this. You got to bend at your waist, all right? You're not going to be sitting here and you're going to be bending your whole body. All you got to do is, when you're standing, bend your waist, all right? If you bend your waist, you have the same upper body form, and that'll make you hold just as steady, because your waist is a big, strong muscle that's not going to be moving very much. The little things with shooting with your fingers, there's a lot, I mean, that you can go through, but the biggest things to start is you need to be on the outside of your fingers, like the last line to your fingertips. You know, not your knuckle crease. You need to be at the tip of your knuckles, all right? Tip of your fingers, so when you do shoot, you're not rolling the string. It's more of a flick, so it actually gets a clean release out of it, and you're not going to be shooting left and right, all right? So the closer to the tips of your fingers as you can pull back your bow is the best. Again, when you pull back, like I was saying, there's a flick. When you pull back, anchor, and aim, you want to actually flick it out and have a follow-through, instead of, like most people will be grabbing the whole string and they'll just try to let go of it at once. It's all going to roll off. Where if you flick it and have a follow through, it's going to be a clean release like your normal shot, and you have less play in there and there's less roll off the string. Especially with that follow through, if you emphasize it, it'll be faster, cleaner release. That's all you need to worry about. I mean, to start, it'll help you out a lot in the long run if you can use a back tension basically by aiming and slowly pulling, so it'll fire by itself. The big thing with aiming with your sight, with no sight actually, is going to be, 1, naturally, you stare at the animal, you stare at the fish, you stare at what you're going for. Secondly, in your peripheral vision, you'll be seeing the tip of your arrow. And that's basically what you're aiming with, is going to be the tip of your arrow. By far the easiest. Some people look right down the shaft. I find it a lot easier if you get back to your normal anchor point. Find your anchor point on your face and everything, and make your shot. And when you're aiming, you're going to stare at that fish where you want to hit it. And when you follow through it and go through it, you're naturally going to see the tip of your arrow. And when you're looking at that arrow, obviously you're going to be lower than center if you have a natural anchor point. You're going to be just below the animal. You got to practice a little bit with it. I mean, your first 2 fish you might not hit, but you got to find out where you need to aim at them. And that's one thing, checking out that tip of your arrow is the easiest aiming dot that you could possibly find. If you look down your shaft, that's one way to do it. You can try it if you think that it'll be easier for you. But I mean, it's just hard to find a consistent anchor point by having it knocked way up by your eye so you can see down it. So, I mean, basically try to get your same anchor point, tips of your fingers, aiming with the tip of that arrow, and if you can get that clean follow through, you're going to be a lot more successful in the long run, get a lot more fish. It's going to be a lot more fun experience, more enjoyable. So, quick recap. First, a little bit wider base, nice setup base. Second, bend at your waist, especially on the low shots when they're right by your boat and you got to bend down. Bending at your waist, not at your upper body, all right? Finally, fingertips, aiming with the tip of your arrow, all right? Get your anchor point just like you always had it, let it go. Follow through, flick it, kill that fish, have a good time, it'll be a lot more enjoyable when you're hitting the fish instead of chasing them around the lake, all right? So pick up those little things, try them out. They should help you out. And as always, be safe, have fun. See you guys next week.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Available at Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety. So stop one time this year and get everything you need from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID.
Alright, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show each week as we show you guys what's going on here at Sopa Cellular. Right now, you can get a $150 bill credit for all new accounts and $25 bill credit for all new lines added to current accounts, which can be up to 5 lines. They are also offering an unlimited talk and text rate plan promotion for $59.99 for the single line or a shared plan for $99.99, which includes 2 lines, requires a 2-year agreement, includes all standard calling plan features, and you can get the add-on feature for the unlimited data, which is only $29.99 per month, which is a great way to get unlimited talk, text, and data on one of the greater networks in our area. And then refer a friend this month. Instead of getting $30 for each friend that you refer, you're going to get $50, $20 extra dollars, up to 3 different lines or friends per month, up to $150 credit. First up this week is a gift from Azuri we got for our baby shower that I thought was very appropriate to share with you guys. And next up we have Matt and Caleb doing a little shooting outside one evening. And here's one of Aunt Peggy cleaning some big bluegills. And here's one that Sawyer sent us of a monster bass he pulled out of Lake Emily. And next up we have co-host Jason Shakurit from Outdoor Plus Radio and his partner with their fish from last weekend's first day at Lake Erie. And last but not least, Seth Tomey sent this one in that he caught on the rainbow flowage. So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more Weekly Outdoor Plus action. Well, today I'm very pleased to bring you some sights and sounds once again from the Wisconsin River. But today we're out shooting carp with our good friend Johnny Lane, who you remember from the USSA turkey hunts a couple of months ago, where me, him, and Jordan shot a nice turkey out of the ground blind. Today we're out on the Wisconsin River with Bob Yakush, our guide from Club 10.
Sounded like it. That one. Right out of the water. Just laying there waiting for you.
It was a beautiful morning and it didn't take us very long to get on top of some carp.
Right under the boat. Too far.
There's a couple right there, Dad, where the tail's swimming. Right to your left a little.
I see two of them.
See the tail? Shoot right in those lilies. Yeah, nice shot. Should be.
I missed that one.
I'm almost tempted just to launch one at those.
Tell me how it's going.
Doing good.
I'm
A lot
winning.
of fish. Johnny's up 2-1. Well, he shot twice as many times.
Peter gets no. No, you'll be surprised. It's a good size water.
Goes in his neck deep.
My hat's floating on the
It's
water.
only up to your ankles if you go head first.
Oh yeah. He's getting it.
Look at him, Johnny. Hey, when you're getting up close, you gotta go like this.
So after a couple hours of having problems getting too close as we think they were spotting us, Johnny decided to take a little different approach, becoming one with the element. After maneuvering around for a while, Johnny found it was hard to see them when he was that close. But right before the group decides to leave, Johnny spots one within range.
Well, it's up to you guys. You can go by the island.
Bullseye!
I saw it.
And success as Johnny knocks one down from in the water. It's always nice when Plan B only consists of a wet pair of shorts.
How's the water?
Huh?
How's the water?
Beautiful. It is.
Dad, your turn to jump in there.
No way. I got my goose shoes on.
I had one hit my leg while I was over there.
And now it's finally time to make a move and see if our guide Bob can put Seth on a few fish.
Got one. No doubt. Saw that one penetrate.
Good.
First carp of the year.
Yes, you bet I did. He's fine that one, but he's dead.
He ain't moving. That's a new Bucks and Bulls record.
Who taught that kid how to shoot?
Roll!
Get some credit.
This ain't even my bow. That thing was dead the minute the arrow hit him.
Oh, he's not even
Killed him.
Killed him dead.
Whoever said the cameraman can't shoot? 2 in a row.
Nice shot.
Coming for your double eyeball shot, Brian.
That's carp hunting.
Well, this just begins our summer of carp shooting out here on the Wisconsin River, as it's a nice place, it's close to home, and it's full of carp. Weekly Outdoor Plus is looking forward to getting back out there very soon.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Why go anywhere else when Rookie Sports Pub in Stevens Point has 52 different beers on tap? Known as Portage County's best sports bar for live music and karaoke venue, they have 12 HD TVs, all sports, all the time. Keep up with their Facebook page for all upcoming live music and see who's going to be on the Point Brewery comedy stage next. No joke, they have comedy shows. Also, a local favorite for burgers, wings, and pizza, even free taps and rails on your birthday. Find them on Facebook and catch out the action at Rookie Sports Pub on 3425 Church Street in Stevens Point.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety, so stop one time this year and get everything you need, from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Tired of buying a new vacuum every 3 to 4 years? Well, we found your solution at Barber's Shop, your vacuum cleaner and sewing machine headquarters.
Before I invest in a vacuum, I'm going to a barber shop.
And while you're here, take advantage of their scissor and knife sharpening services. With the knowledge to help you find that vacuum or sewing machine you're looking for, why go anywhere but 2400 Church Street in Stevens Point to Barber's Shop? You need parts? We have as complete of a supply of vacuum and sewing machine parts as you could find. So before you invest in a vacuum, see us, because we sell the best and fix the rest. Barber Shop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point.
Okay, we got our HHA optimizer scope zeroed in at 20. Now we're going to move the target to 60. We're going to zero in there, and that'll tell us what sight tape to put on. Okay, we moved the target out to 60. We're going to give her a whirl and hope we're on the target. In the snow. Oh my, right into X-ring. First arrow. Unreal. I didn't even have to guess. The instructions told me where to put it at a 360 feet per second mission crossbow. They told me to dial it into 31 yards. I put it on 31 yards and it's right in the middle. So now we got to decide which sight tape we're going to put on, and then we're going to go to 80. Look out, whitetails. Nothing. I don't know. We're going to have to buy another freezer soon. We'll have to go to Frank's Hardware and get a sharper knife, that's for sure. I used the instruction booklet here, and I got the right tape on. I set it on 60, and now I'm going to move it to 80, and I'm going to try a shot at 80. We moved the target out to 80, and it looks like a mile. What we're using now, we're going to use this Illuma arrow made by Luminoc, because it lights up and then we'll be able to see where it hits from 80 yards. Without that, it's kind of hard to see. Slide the bolt in. We're all ready to go. I moved it to 80 yards. We'll give her a try. I'm going to fine tune it to 80s, because I think if I'm off by a yard or two, I might be high and low quite a bit at this distance. Okay, we're going to take the safety off and give her a whirl here in this central Wisconsin snowstorm. Well, it looks like a couple inches high. Another 80 yarder. See if we can get a group. You know that just about every state, I think all the states in the United States legalized crossbow hunting for just anybody, not just handicapped people or elderly people. I think Illinois was the last one that did it, and I think Wisconsin's the only one left that didn't do it. So maybe another year or two we'll all be able to use these crossbows. I know some people won't want it, but some people will love it. I'm kind of liking it right now. Yeah, especially when it gets cold out, we could sit in a nice heated shack and shoot out of it with a can of soup and a heated shack. Wow, let's go look. This is awesome. Well, this is it. 80 yards with my Optimizer HHA crossbow scope, mission crossbow, 360 feet per second. That's a heck of a group for 80 yards. And I actually think I could tighten it up a little bit on a nicer day when the wind ain't blowing like this. It's snowing kind of hard, but that's impressive. I'll tell you, at 60 yards, my group was like half of that. That's probably, what, 3-inch group right there at 80.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus, presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.